Okay, I'm going to be talking about the evolution in the gay community since the 1960s, when that's basically the beginning of being openly gay, and now like what's going on today and the progress or lack of progress that has been made. So I'm going to start off by reading some passages from our American history book, and the first one is on page 998. And it's talking about the Stonewall Rebellion, and that's basically the start of being openly gay. And okay. A brutal attack on gay men by off-duty police officers at New York's Stonewall Inn in 1969 proved a turning point when the victims fought back in what became known as the Stonewall Rebellion. Widening worries in the 1980s about sexually transmitted diseases like genital herpes and AIDS finally slowed down, but did not reverse the sexual revolution. So that was, the start, when the gay community fought back and were like, okay, we're not going to be treated like this anymore. We're going to stand up for ourselves, so hopefully we can get some equal opportunities. And then from that point on, there was more hate than understanding, I guess. And then, as we all know, there was the ban on gays and lesbians to serve in the military until 1992, when Clinton was president, and he took the ban off of the of gays and lesbians serving in the military, but he settled for the "don't ask, don't tell" rule, which basically it wasn't progress that was made in that situation, but I mean it's a start, but not really. Okay. And then next on page 1073, in the section Re-electing George W. Bush, cultural tensions brewed over the rights of gay and lesbian Americans when leaders of San Francisco and Massachusetts permitted same-sex couples to marry in 2004. So this is progress because obviously gays and lesbians weren't allowed to get married anywhere until 2004. So hearing that, that gives a lot of people hope that things will hopefully change in the future, because that was not that long ago. That was 8 years ago. So, I mean, yes, it's been a long time, but hopefully some changes will come, and that's really, it's a starting point. Okay. Next on page 1093, this is talking about, this is in chapter 42, which we haven't gotten to yet, but it talks about different families and how they've changed from the 1950s into all the different types of families that we have today. So it says, children with gay or lesbian parents encountered a degree of acceptance that would have been unimaginable in generations earlier. Even the notion of gay marriage, which emerged as a major public controversy when the Massachusetts Supreme Court ruled it legal in 2003, signaled that the idea of marriage retained its luster. So this also just shows more acceptance in the gay community. And so, as we know, recently, last week, Obama said that he was for gay marriage. So hopefully, if he does get reelected president, gay marriage will be legal throughout the United States. But on the other hand, we all know that North Carolina banned gay marriage this past week. And so I looked up some different things about that, and one of the first things that came up was on PerezHilton.com, and this is just a few things that he has to say. So it says, we feel, sorry, we feel Americans should freely believe what they will, but when those beliefs harm or hinder the civil rights of fellow citizens, that becomes an issue. Unfortunately, North Carolina voters turned their beliefs into action that will hurt their fellow citizens when they voted in favor of Amendment 1 yesterday. Or, this was, yeah. Okay, as we stated Tuesday, this means marriage between one man and one woman is the only domestic legal union that shall be valid or recognized in this state. And then the marriage leader in North Carolina, Tammy Fitzgerald, stated, "We are not anti-gay, we are pro-marriage." And the point, whole point is simply that you do not rewrite the nature of God's design for marriage based on the demands of a group of adults. So that really, like, takes away the dividing line between church and state, and if that, like, that's not the progress that we should be making in 2012. Seeing that all this started in the 1960s, even before, but the major, like, the anti-gay, or no, the gay rights movement, sorry, started in the 1960s, and seeing it's been 50 some years that the progress being made isn't necessarily progress. I mean, it is, but it's really slow, and hearing things like this about North Carolina really just, like, is a step backwards in what our country should be doing to give everyone equal rights, because it's not, I mean, these aren't equal rights. This is, what certain people believe marriage should be, and marriage should not be between a man and a woman. It should be between, two people that love each other. Like Frank Ocean says, I don't believe a marriage is between a man and a woman. Marriage is between love and love. And that's how it should be, and that's how America should just let it be. And hopefully, soon, depending on, this year's elections and everything, hopefully gay marriage will be legalized for many people. And also, I was just on YouTube and I was looking at different videos, and I found a video of this man who was very anti-gay marriage, and I will post the link at the bottom of this video. And basically this man dresses up in, like, a costume so no one knows who it is, and just says, like, the title is North Carolina bans useless gays and homosexuals' idea of getting married. I say thank God. And if you have to dress up and you can't express yourself, like, he's obviously uncomfortable with what people are going to think of him, and I don't know. It's just things like this is why, like, things like this are why I want to see change in the world, just because people need to be more open-minded and be more accepting to other people, because it's really, if you're going to dress up in a costume and say things that are negative and really hurtful to a huge group of people, you just shouldn't say it. But anyway, like I said, I'll post a link at the bottom of this video if you want to watch it and then, have your opinions. But anyway, hopefully progress will be made in the gay community, and okay, thank you for watching.